Hey guys, welcome back to Coolest Crafts. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a clay tortoise, thanks to the suggestion from this viewer. So let's get right on into it. Welcome to the crafting table. Let's start off with a ball of dark brown or gray clay and shaping it into a dome with a rounded bottom. And you can do this by laying it on top of your finger and pushing down around the edges on either side. Once it looks like this, let's start adding the shell texture. I'm using a sculpting tool and I'm starting with a single shape on the center of the shell. Then I'm drawing a line down from each of the corners of the initial shape I made. And once all those lines are in, I'm connecting them across so that there's two layers of patterns, if that makes sense. When you got the pattern how you like it, we're going to take more of the same clay and roll it out into a long tube. Wrapping this all the way around the edges of the shell, cutting off any excess, and blending the cut edges. Now it's time to bake the shell according to your clay package instructions. And this makes sure that you don't smudge the shell design when you're working on the actual tortoise. I tried doing it all at once the first time and it did not work out well at all. So I find doing it in stages is extremely helpful. For the tortoise's head, roll out a tube of clay and pinch around the neck to shape the head. I'm also making sure to define the jaw and then adding a line for the mouth, indents for eyes, and 2 dots for the nostrils. Now this size of head is way too large for our shell, so I'm just rolling it down to make it a lot smaller. Moving on to the legs, I'm just adding a ball of clay into the inside of the shell with some liquid Sculpey, and this will make it a lot easier to connect the legs to the body. Each of the leg is going to be a cone shape that is slightly curved. With the basic shape in place, I'm also adding some wrinkle texture horizontally along the foot and vertically along the leg and knee joint. Then once all the legs are made, you just need to attach them one at a time using a ballpoint tool to attach it to the clay already in the shell. Now the head is still a little bit too big, so I made it even smaller and then attached it to the body, along with the tail as well. Now I'm just adding more wrinkle texture along the head and neck. Seeing as how tortoises can live up to 200 years, this is definitely not a young buck, and we want to make sure it doesn't look like one. And just to cover up that ugly underbelly, I'm taking the clay the same color as the shell and rolling them out into little tubes and squishing them along the stomach. And that will form the tortoise's underbelly shell. Now we just have to bake it one more time according to your clay's package instructions. And you can leave it like that, but I want to add a little bit more color. So I'm taking some brown and white paint and watering them down, adding them on top of the shell and wiping most of it off with a paper towel. This will get color into the nooks and crannies and give it a bit more dimension. I'm doing the same for the skin as well. Final touch is to add some brown toes on each foot, and our little tortoise is done. This is all I have for you guys this week. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like or a comment down below. Other than that, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all later. Bye!